Footytips.com.au TV.
G'day everyone, welcome to round 23 of the NRL. It's footytips.com.au TV. My name's Jimmy Smith, this is Lana Taylor. G'day Lana.
Hi Jimmy.
How you looking glamorous too, I must say.
Thank you. I thought I'd glamorise up a bit.
Really glammed it up.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah.
We're trying to help you become the office tipping legend or the footy goddess a la Lana Taylor. Now, Lana, last week, 6 out of 8.
6 out of 8. I almost got the 7 out of 8 with Penrith almost beating the Cowboys, and I would have gone another 2 ahead of you, Jimmy. But unfortunately, we kind of evened up on the weekend. I'm still 3 ahead with 3 weeks to go.
Right.
So what's your strategy?
Effective tipping. That's my strategy. And also I'm going to
Hasn't that been your strategy all year?
Yeah, it has. But right now I'm getting desperate effective tipping. I'm going to wait till you tip. And then
I might just put out a blocking strategy and tip all the same as you.
All right, let's go to game 1. It's going to be huge. It's the Broncos up against the Bulldogs up there at Suncorp Stadium. And the Bulldogs, Sonny, Bill, scary is all I can say.
Well, I was thinking, what headline are you going to come up with? Because they've come up with all of them.
Oh, yeah.
Haven't they?
Sonny
The
Brill.
I know.
I know.
They're loving it. But he's just on fire,
Yeah.
you know, and it is so great to see because there was almost some fears around, was he a bit overrated, particularly with injuries and stuff, but clearly not.
Clearly not, no. The Broncos, on the other hand, great performance physically. They just went out there and tried to bash Melbourne out of the game. It nearly worked, highly controversial.
I was surprised by that.
But it's interesting. Wayne Bennett said we couldn't out-football them, so let's go out there and bash them. I tell you what, they won't out-bash the Bulldogs, not with Mark O'Mealy and Sonny Bill there, I don't think.
So you're tipping the Dogs? Because I'll block that strategy. I'll be tipping the Dogs too.
Oh, God,
you can't get one up on me there.
Okay. Storm v the Eels. Eels down in Golden Point against the Sharks. And, of course, the Storm just getting home. But the Storm, no Steve Turner, no Matt King.
I know that's going to be tough, and they're just still not looking as dominant as they were, you know, 3/4 of the way, you know, into the season.
Yeah, good point.
They're definitely not looking as dominant. And the way the Broncos took it to them the other night, that sort of had me worried about the Storm. But I'm not worried about the Eels going down there and beating the Storm because, you know, the Eels to lose at home to the Sharks, where we didn't even talk about that game.
No, we didn't.
I don't think that they can beat the Storm even, you know, without the likes of King.
At nighttime games too, which makes a difference, of course, against the Broncos during the day. I think that definitely makes a difference. So I'm going to go with the Storm on that one. Yeah. So you're going to block me on that one. Yeah. Sharks and Tigers. This is interesting. Toyota Park last start win of the Tigers. The Sharks, Tigers, Golden Point losers.
Yeah, isn't footy great at the moment? I mean, there was so much talk about all the Golden Point games. It proves how wonderful the competition is.
Yep, and I think it's a great thing for fans. Most of all, if you look at an entertainment package that the Rugby League is providing, then if you pay $15 for 80 minutes, you're getting 90 minutes worth or 85 minutes worth. I think it's fantastic. Fans are loving it. It's the most exciting time of the games. Saying that, Sharks, they were pretty good, hung on to the footy. Gallant and Bird especially, most important.
And they carried it on.
And they
into the nighttime festivities.
We'll get to that. I'm going to tip the Sharks against the Tigers.
Yeah, so am I.
Oh, this is a joke. Cowboys and Dragons, what do you got for me there? Up at Dairy Farmers Stadium.
Yeah, Cowboys.
Cowboys.
Jimmy, this isn't how you beat me.
Raiders, Warriors. Now, you love the Raiders at Canberra. It's on a Saturday night.
This one's torn my heart because we both love the Warriors. And we know that, Wade McKinnon. And I love the Raiders down there at Canberra.
Yeah, so where are you going?
This one challenged me.
Yep.
But I'm sticking with the Warriors.
I'm going to the Warriors
I
as
knew
well.
you would.
I'm going to the Warriors. Okay, Sunday up at Gold Coast, Carrara. It's the Titans up against the Roosters. They can do no wrong, the Roosters.
I know. I think they're going to do wrong finally this weekend. I'm not death riding them or anything.
Yes, you are, because they're 1 point behind the Rabbitohs. That's why you're
I'm not
death
riding them. But I think the Titans can do it up there, and I think, can the Roosters really just keep this going, this momentum? Maybe they can, but I think it'll come to an end.
It's been fantastic. Amos Roberts played his best game of the year by far the other night. Joel Monahan's been playing some good footy. Wingy's there. Mitchell Pearce back at halfback, so Wingy's got to go to...
Yeah, but that might not help them. That could derail them a bit.
I agree with you there. Scotty Prince been in magnificent form. Luke Bailey's still doing the job for the Titans.
So...
Up at home, I'm going to go the Titans.
You've got 2 games left in the round.
All right, I know we'll go one different.
Yeah.
Now, before we get to that game, let's go to this clash between 15 and 16. It's the Knights up against the Panthers.
What a clash it'll be.
Yeah, what a clash. I'm going to say the Panthers.
Okay, well, I'm going to actually say the Knights.
Good.
Yeah, so there you go. Danny Buderis is back, and I just sort of think, I don't think they can go any worse. I think eventually they've got to kind of come out of, you know, the doldrums and win a game and being up there, and the Panthers going down the other week.
Kirk Reynolds not in the side. That'll upset morale again. There's so much going on there. I'm going to tip the Panthers to bounce back from Monday night. Now, on Monday, out at Telstra Stadium, you can listen to it on Triple M 104.9. It's the Rabbitohs up against the Sea Eagles. The Sea Eagles, who of course won, scoring 50 last week against Newcastle. Yes. Lana, your tip, please.
But they didn't score 50 against the Rabbitohs when they met earlier this year. It was
Correct.
a very close game out at Brookvale.
Poor call from the referee on a forward pass.
From
yes.
Furlonga. Yeah, not true. They were. So
there's a whole dossier at home.
Yeah, no, it's all up here. I don't need to keep it written down. Phil Cooley last week. Are you kidding? Anyway, so they were close last time they played,
yes.
and this is now out at Telstra. And I think the Rabbitohs will take some great confidence out of their win over the Dragons last week. You know, no one thought they were going to beat them down there at Win, except for me.
Sure, no one thought. Yeah, exactly.
And they did, and they did it more convincingly than they've won in the past. So they've kept the same team. No team changes for either side. And I am definitely backing a good Rabbitohs victory. It
would have been an injustice if they lost that game against the Dragons last week. They really did play well, and I was very happy for them to do that. And of course, I tipped the Dragons, so that meant that the Rabbitohs were going to win.
That's right.
The Sea Eagles, on the other hand, on the Friday night, I thought they showed glimpses of some real form. And I know it was against the Newcastle side that's been struggling, but I thought they were excellent. Jamie Lyon was back to left centre. He played well. Stephen Menzies was absolutely superb. He did everything.
He always is.
Yeah, well, he was magnificent. He was ball playing, ball kicking, ball chasing, ball retrieving, ball running. He had a ball terror, did Stephen Menzies. So from that point of view, I'm going to go with the Sea Eagles.
All right, good. So two different.
Okay, clear it up for everyone, please, Lana.
All right, the Bulldogs, Storm, Sharks, Cowboys, Warriors, Titans, Knights, Rabbitohs.
Okay, I've got the Bulldogs, the Storm, the Sharks, the Cowboys, the Warriors, the Titans, the Panthers, and the Sea Eagles. And a final tip, Lana?
Yeah, well, this one I think is quite pertinent for the Rabbitohs and the
what a surprise.
struggles they've had.
Oh, right.
And
Struggle Street
that they've had in the past, 30 years. He who has come through the fire will not fade in the sun.
I actually like that.
Yes.
The chocolate
it's
soldiers.
a Hindu proverb.
Oh, really? Oh, okay, I didn't know you're into alternative religions.
I'm alternative.
Right. It's not really an alternative religion if you ask the Indians. So,
No.
But
Anyway.
mine is again with the Rabbitohs. I love doing Witters, the T-shirts going around, and
I've ordered one.
Well, I want to send that to the Sharks. Paul Gallen and Reece Williams. I think they need to see a little bit more love in the Sharks camp for this week. They need the shirts. I love Paul Gallen and I love Reece Williams, and Ricky can give that to them.
All right.
Until next week.
Good luck on the weekend, Jimmy.
Thank you very much. I know.
All right. See ya.
I think I can pick these two up.
No chance. You
I
kidding?
Footytips.com.au TV.